dan foto.
Bosankah saus di piring selalu tercampur? Piring bumbu ini menjaga setiap rasa tetap terpisah dan rapi. Produk asli dengan harga hemat, klik tautan di bawah untuk belanja sekarang. efootball. Install and go.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah.
Applies the finish!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And there's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Baresi gets across to intercept that. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Lewandowski, and the through ball. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a little off target. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, just skips past his man. Hazard! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Ødegaard can get it clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Ødegaard. And this is Bernardo Silva. And the shot! Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Cannavaro. Ball played for Kukçu. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kukçu. Now it's Lewandowski. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Inter Milan finding their passes. And it's Ødegaard. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Kimmich, quality ball. Nicely shaped ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is... it's Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay for... Bale! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard with the short one. Szoboszlai has another go!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cannavaro. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Baresi.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Bale. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Hazard. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, crossbar! That is some save from Khan. Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Baresi. Szoboszlai. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just... Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you And he shoots! That is simply breathtaking!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
After 4 minutes is
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Bale. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's fab. Olise! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Olise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Olise. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Good take, and is he in? And he'll shoot here! He's missed, but not by that far. Alexander-Arnold to take it as usual.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Oh, he goes for a shot! And it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look... It's Bale! Oh, it's there!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the delivery. He's had a go. Oh, taken with style. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Kimmich. That's a sharp pass. Olise. Now it's Bale. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. Now this could be a chance. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So now the difference is 3. And the finish! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pedri to Guardiola. And it's Pedri, clipped into space. Kimmich. Olise. And the first 45 minutes are up. And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. He's had a shot! Just off target.
Bale certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Szoboszlai gets over and intercepts. Baresi. Messi, he's picked his way through. Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Olise. Nice physical challenge. And here's Bale. Messi. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Azar. Szoboszlai simply refused to be outdone there. Nicely aimed pass. Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Out to the left it goes. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Azar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Azar. Azar. Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Olise receives it in a good position here. Has a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Azar. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. That's that, the end. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still indecisive passing. No progress. Now, he's got space here. And that's been won straight back. Oh, good take in a good area. Neymar. And that is a little undercooked. He's gone for goal! Oh, my word, that is quite something! About as smooth as it gets. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up.
And Beckham! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Olise. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? And he's had a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And we have our very first corner. Bale! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cannavaro. Now it's Hazard. And here's Bale.
Manchester United really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposite.
And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Van Basten. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And he's cut it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well. Olise! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
He has found the way through. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Big chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Inter Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Olise really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Bruyne.
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Bale. A probing pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Kimmich. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier...
Here's a chance! Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Azar. Chips it through. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams gathers from the goal kick. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Neymar. And it's Beckham. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking for a runner. And they win it back again. Olise. And he's had a hit. And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
He's going for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have...
It's Van Basten! Just too high. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale is offering a right...
And that will be the final act. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Saya juga Kayla.
I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and
Saya juga Kayla. Malam Kayla. Jangan lupa subscribe-nya, like-nya. Kita coba push di PC ya. Kayaknya udah nggak nge-lag. Gila, kemana?
football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Blue Bullet is amongst the elite.
No one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That looks a cracking ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's got to goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Up Isum. Now it's Forlan. And here's Kopchu. Breaker. Nicely aimed pass. For Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Isum is one whose deliveries we all know about. That looks a decent ball. Forlan with acres of space out wide. Third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Played through for the wide man.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bullets could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Vinicius Junior. He could be in here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And a chance! Oh, that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Costa Curta picks it up from the goal kick. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Up Isum. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Up Isum. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only applaud such a fabulous goal.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Caceres gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's gone looking for safety. Olise producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Madrid finding their passes. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's beautifully weighted. Bale! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just shoots! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both need...
He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. And that is masterful defending. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Good effort from distance. Chance here to counter. It's Park Ji-suk. That looks a good ball through. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Bale. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's on it. Can he get away?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kimmich. That's that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on...
He's having a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has left him in a heap. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Olise. Now it's Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's
having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vitinha. Now it's Bale. And he's worked it through. Olise. That's a nicely weighted pass. He's had a shot!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Olise is onto this. Well, played right into his path. Goes for a shot! Goal!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He's through here. He's Bale! They've scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like...
It's Bale! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Olise. And it's Azar. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Azar! Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Bale. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Olise. Saliba. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. No, that's been intercepted. Wriggles his way through, and he's running through. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He does it all with an air of efficiency and we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Vitinha wins the duel this time. No, it's come to nothing. Rijkaard. For Szoboszlai. Olise. Can he get it through? Pass is just off target. Carvajal. Vitinha. Looking for the run. Look at the space. Can he finish? Fantastic from Elise! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It is no contest. It is a landslide. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
It's become a case of men against boys. Olise. Szoboszlai. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Szoboszlai. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Here comes the cross. Olise. He's tried one!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Vitinha. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Tries from a long way out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. Searching pass he's played there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vitinha. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Inter Milan finding their passes. Guardiola. Schneider, and he welcomes it in, and he's well positioned here. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter...
And he's decided to go for it. And it's made its way to him, and it's Azar. Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Belletti.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decision...
And the shot! Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's Azar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Szoboszlai. And that's another throw. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ambitious ball here. Oh, no joy this time. Bayer is there to clear. Szoboszlai.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Now Costa Curta. Bale. And that should get the job done. Cross goes in there. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
This looks promising. Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Added time.
Searching pass he's played there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking for a runner. Costa Curta. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Cannavaro. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Inter Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Bale. Bale! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's Bale. Hazard. And it's Bale! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness.
Bale! Oh, off the bar! And that has been knocked clear. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Schneider. And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Bale.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise. Now it's Raul. And here's Olise. And he welcomes it in. And he's running through. And they've got rid.
It will be 1 minute added time.
That is ended up in no man's land. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others.
Can he finish? Oh, that's another chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's Asa! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
What's your opinion on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Pass is just off target. Now it's Bale. Now it's Olise. Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Costa Curta. Fernando Torres.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Olise! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, delightful ball. And this is Bale. Olise. And the first half is done. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Inter Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. There's the start of the second half. And that is as far as they're going to go. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Pirlo. David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going for goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Otto. That could spell trouble. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Well, that has not gone well. No way through. And it's been played through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. Soboslai has it out wide and in space. Marquinhos getting this one clear. It's Asa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mateus. Now it's Villa. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great vision. Baresi cuts it out. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Casillas sends that a long way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Costa Curta. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's managed to get free.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Villa. Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. That's really well cleared. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And this is Mohamed Salah. Shot could be on. Oh, that was vital. Kimmich clears it away. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's well spotted. Now that looks a decent ball.
Borussia Dortmund really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And we're done. Inter Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Delivers with whip. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Forlan. Azar. Kimmich. And it's Pedri. And this is Forlan.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now he's got space here. Pedri. Now it's Forlan. Oh, nicely intercepted. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Baresi. Lewandowski. And that is expertly dealt with. And that has been clubbed away. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pickford clears. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Almost half an hour in now. Olise. No outsmarting him this time. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely, now then. Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pass somewhat off target. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Olise! Oh, denied brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's gone loose. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Bale. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Elise. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? That is special! Gareth Bale!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Cannavaro. Oh no, this does not... Takes a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last...
He's tried one! Oh, he hit that sweetly. No, again, there's no way through. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Endo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Olise. Aimed beyond the defence.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Substitution in progress.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Bale. Endo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gerrard. Pinches it off him. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And here's Gerrard. He's being urged to shoot. Pedri. He's gone for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Pedri usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Van Dijk.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Raul. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And time is up. Inter Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual to... He's having a hit! And that's really well manoeuvred.
This is the time you need that pace. Might want to be careful there.
And he cuts out the supply. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's gone looking for safety. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neatly clipped into space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard is offering some sort... And he's decided to go for it. Bale! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Done delicately. Kimmich calmly anticipates. Tries from distance. Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Bale. Now it's Olise.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Guardiola. Figo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take and a good... And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And he's had it nicked away. Great vision. It's played through for him. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Bale. It's a threat. Tries a shot! Oh, that's majestic!
Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really see that coming, but I'm very glad it did, and you can only eulogise about such excellence. The finish was imperious, the player immense.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Played into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Azar. And that's another good win of the ball. Kimmich. Now it's Olise.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice looking ball. Dink through. And it's gone all the way through to the... And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Now, he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. Thuram. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he thumps it clear. That looks a good ball through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Aimed beyond the defence. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitutions taking place.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. The final 5 minutes. And he's worked it through. He's beaten the... And Batistuta! Desperate defending required here.
Substitution for Inter. Number 18, Baresi. Number 20, Joshua Kimmich. Number 4, Hazard. Number 14, Olise. Number
And this is
2,
and the shot!
coming on the
Well,
field.
that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Number 9,
All hands on deck for this one.
Number 44, Boubacar Kamara. Substitution in progress. Substitution.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Ribery. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro robs him of possession. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was